All right, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome into game two of our doubleheader tonight between the Pioneers and the Grays at University High School. I'm Alex Becker on our play-by-play call. A great game in the first game, 11-9 our final, as the Grays fought till the very final out. They almost erased a 10-0 deficit, and it turned out into a really good ball game. And game two about to get going here. Starting pitcher is Scotty Thompson, number 14 for the Greeley Grays, and he'll face Jake Eady, the shortstop, who closed out the Grays in game one. Came on for the final three outs and shut the door. So Eady gets the start at shortstop here in game two. Thompson misses down. So Eady in the leadoff spot, and then Bryce Peterson hits second. Davis Goodwin the three-hole. Tyler Antwine in the cleanup spot. Ashton Pinedo hits fifth. Henry Douglas hits sixth. Jake Watson in the seventh spot. Ben Kerr in the eight-hole, and Tanner Lancaster will hit ninth. And the righty Scotty Thompson jams Eady big time. Well, jam job hit towards second, and no play there at second though for Verdugo. So Eady with an infield single. Hands might be stinging right now, but he's on first. A line drive in the book for Jake Eady. He's aboard, nobody out. Bryce Peterson at the dish. Take you around the horn for the Grays defense. Brennan Taylor gets the start behind the plate in game number two. At first is Nick Williams. Playing second is Alejandro Verdugo. Third baseman is Caleb Tejada. Shortstop is Caleb Kasari. And left field is Liam Conkling. Center fielder is Peter Torbicki. He's the only Gray to start both games of the doubleheader. And then Mike Mignogia in right field number 25. Thompson's delivery to Peterson misses low, maybe in as well. And Taylor should have caught that. He kind of tapped at his chest protector, saying, "My bad, Scotty. Hope I didn't cost you a strike there." 1 ball, 1 strike here on Peterson. And that's going to hit Peterson up high. So Bryce is okay. First two guys on base for the Western Nebraska Pioneers here in the top of the first. A single, and then Scotty Thompson fastball rode up and in on Peterson. Close to a dangerous spot. You know, you never want to hit someone up high like that, even in the unwritten rules of baseball. If you're intentionally going to throw at someone, definitely don't do it up around the head area. Not saying that was intentional or anything, but not the best place to get hit. So here's Goodwin, the center fielder. Goodwin will take outside for ball one. Had a great game defensively in center field in game one. Also had a couple hits. Actually, one hit, but his last one he lined really hard at Tafoya and left. So 1-0 here on Goodwin. And Eady with the infield single. Peterson was hit up high. Runners on first and second. A couple looks at Eady on second. Verdugo working the runner. And good breaking ball from Thompson to call it strike one. Big sweeping hook from Scotty. Gets called strike one on Davis Goodwin. Another curveball drops in there for strike two on Goodwin. Like top of the zone. Now ahead of the center fielder, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's been a nice day here in mid-July, a little breezy, but no threat of storms. Have a great evening for some summer baseball. 1-2 to Goodwin. Went back to that curveball, and that finished just off the inside corner for ball two. Three straight curveballs there from Thompson. comes set, little off center, and the 2-2. Fastball misses upstairs. A Goodwin working the count full, 3-2. Good athlete, Davis Goodwin. A lot of power, speed as well. 3-2 pitch, went back to the curveball, and that wasn't close. So ball 4 on Davis Goodwin. He'll reach and load up the bases with no outs. But Thompson had Goodwin at 1-2 strikes and then wound up losing him. Here is Tyler Antwine in right field today. Antwine out of Santa Paula, California, just like the shortstop in the first game, Pickett. He's at Fresno State. Antwine, the cleanup hitter, will take low for ball 1. Good job by Taylor. Pinedo, the first baseman, on deck. But Thompson in a bit of a jam to start the top of the first. Could use a ground ball here or a strikeout. Called strike 1 on Antwine. Okay, he started to go. He was yes, yes, and then held up. Looked back, the umpire surprised at the strike call. So 1-1 strike. Edie on third, Peterson on second, Goodwin on first. Thompson winds and fires. That one hit hard towards third, and it gets past Tejada at third. 2 runs are going to score. Overrunning it was Conklin and left, and that allows Antwine to move up to second. So 2 score on the ball off the bat of Antwine. 2-0, Pioneers take the lead as Edie and Peterson both come home to score. Still no outs here, top of the first. A great start for the Pios. First 4 guys on base. One kind of ate up Tejada over at third. Allowed 2 to score. And now Pinedo will take a breaking ball for strike 1. Pinedo out of Broomfield, Colorado. Another curveball is inside. 1-1 strike. Thompson looking for some outs here in the top of the first. Working from the windup is the tall right-hander. 1-1 pitch. It's fouled away by Pinedo. Pretty good hack at that one. Scott Thompson, a University High School grad from right here in Greeley, right where we're at right now. And he's at Missouri S&T for college. Ahead of Pinedo, 2 strikes. Pinedo high and deep, but out of play. A well-struck ball stays alive, 1-2. An outfield pretty straight away for the Grays. Torbicki maybe a tad shallow in center. Thompson gets a sign from Brennan Taylor, starting catcher. And Pinedo fouls another one away. We'll waste another pitch into the parking lot here at University. Nearly missed a car based on some of the reactions in the crowd. Also going on tonight is the 64s and the Miracles They played in Colorado Springs last night. They're playing at Scott Carpenter Park in Boulder here tonight. And Pinedo will take down and away, 2-2. It's a good take. Good battle going on between Thompson and Pinedo. A 9-4. Boulder leading the Miracles in that one. Bottom of the fourth. 64s up by 5. And Thompson's going to get the strikeout of Pinedo, so he wins the battle after a series of foul balls. Good pitch on the 2-2. Got Pinedo to chase low, and there's one away. The first out, first strikeout for Scott Thompson. Brings to the plate Henry Douglas, left fielder for the Pios. Douglas had a great game in game number 1 of the doubleheader. Went 3 for 4, 2 singles and a double. Thompson starts out Douglas with a strike. Goes to the curveball quite a bit. Pitch usage on the breaker is pretty high. The pitch is a high chopper towards first. And they get the out for out number 2. Throw coming home, not in time to get Goodwin. So stepping on the bag over at first was Nick Williams. But his throw not in time to get Davis Goodwin, who scores the 3rd run of the inning, 3-0. And moving to third was Antwine. Good thing Williams got the bag at first before he threw home. Otherwise, that would have been double whammy. But Thompson not out of it yet. Pitch is high on the catcher. It is Jake Watson, number 24, 6'1", 195. He just finished his freshman year at Concordia in Nebraska. Hometown is Lincoln. That's well hit. Died at the end, maybe off the end of the bat. And Kasari at shortstop makes the catch. 3-0 Western Nebraska Pioneers lead the Grays after 1/2 inning. Only 1 hit in the inning. Well, 2 if you include the ball at the bat of Antwine. I thought Tejada committed the error on that one, but they score 3. We'll head to the bottom half. Bottom of the first inning here in Greeley. First ups for the Grays. And Western Nebraska with the win in game 1. They're 23-10 now on the season. The Grays at 5-21 on the year. As we'll look at the Gray lineup, Mike Mignogia will lead it off in right field. Caleb Kasari hits second, playing short. Seppi Salvatore, the DH in the 3-hole. Caleb Tejada in the cleanup spot at third base. Peter Torbicki in center field, hitting fifth. Brennan Taylor hits 6th, doing the catching. Alejandro Verdugo in the 7-hole at second base. Nick Williams hits 8th, playing first. And Liam Conklin in left field, hitting 9th. So here is Mignogia, the right fielder. And Mike at Otero JC out of Brighton, Colorado. And our starting pitcher for the Western Nebraska Pioneers is Julian Garza, number 38, the lefty. Garza at 5'8", 170. Now Western Nebraska CC, he'll fire a strike on Minogia. Now Garza out of Aurora, Colorado. Played his prep ball at Smoky Hill. Gets a swinging strike 2 on Mike Minogia. 1-2 is outside from Garza. A business major is Julian Garza, fouled back by Minogia. Count still at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Mike did not play in the first game. Once again, only Peter Torbicki starting in both games of the DH. Count runs full. Open stance for Mike. 3-2 on the way is low. And leadoff man on here for the Grays in the bottom of the first. Went fastball on 3-2 and missed low. So here's Caleb Kasari, the shortstop, swings at lefty for the Grays. And Keegan Randall got the started shortstop in game 1. Kasari will take a strike on the outside half. Small lead over at first. Garza missed well outside. It was interesting. Looked like he wanted to pick, but decided too late that he wanted to pick to first and then went to home plate. Missed well, blowing outside. 1-1 pitch is hit hard and through the middle. Minogia is going to turn the bag at second, head for third, and Caleb Kasari has a sharp single right up the middle. A walk and a single to start the bottom of the first for the Grays. A sharp hit ball there from Caleb Kasari, past the diving attempt at second base from Bryce Peterson. He sold out for it, but couldn't get there. So on the corners for Seppi Salvatore, the DH. First time I've seen him play this summer. Another left-handed bat. Salvatore at Northeast CC in Kansas, out of Johnstown. Throw over to first. Kasari back in, standing up. Roosevelt High School for Salvatore in Johnstown. 6'2", 195. Good swing. Fouled away. Garza's got a couple strikes on him. It's a catcher and an outfielder he's listed as. Salvatore. 1-2 pitch is fouled back. Garza left the curveball up, and Salvatore fouled it back. And Pioneers lead 3-0. Just getting going, bottom of the first inning. Second game of the doubleheader. No outs, bottom of the first. Another throw over. Fastball is called ball 2. Close. Good location there from Garza. Two balls, 2 strikes here on Salvatore. Garza kicks and fires. There goes the runner, Kasari, for second. And no throw attempt there from Jake Watson. The pitch was high there on Salvatore. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a sign from Watson. Deep breath. And 3-2 is on the corner, called strike 3. Salvatore will be caught looking for the first out. Now well placed on the 3-2 pitch. A cleanup hitter, Caleb Tejada, will hit. Tejada takes away. Ball 1. Tejada getting a start at third base here in game number 2. He also pitches for the Grays. Got the Mother's Day pink bat with him at the plate. Towards third. Nice play by Lancaster. Run scores, and Tejada's thrown out at first. So Minogia is going to score from third. Kasari moves from second to third, and it's 3-1. RBI ground out there from Tejada. So Minogia, who started the inning with the walk, comes around to score and get the Grays on the board. Torbicki goes after the first offering, hits it towards second, and Bryce Peterson makes the routine play for the third out. Grays get 1 against Garza in the bottom of the first. Second inning coming right up here at University High School in Greeley. Be right back. Yep. The leadoff guy, I have trouble with his name every single time. How do you say it? Top of 2 here in Greeley University High School. Thanks for watching tonight on YouTube, the Front Range Baseball Network. One other game in action right now. The 64s and the Miracles going head-to-head in Boulder. A curveball from Thompson is called strike 1 on Ben Kern, the DH for the Pios. So 8-9-1 scheduled to hit. Saw Kern as a pinch runner, courtesy runner in game 1, but this is his first plate appearance of the doubleheader. A fastball in the dirt from Thompson. It's always the toughest one to block for a catcher. Breaking pitch in the dirt's one thing when you're maybe expecting it, but a spiked fastball, yikes! So the umpire bail out of the way of that one as well. Even though he's got the gear on. High fastball there from Thompson. Gets Kern swinging. 1-2. Kern and then Tanner Lancaster on deck, followed by Jake Eady in the hole. Thompson is high on his heater, 2-2. And Eady, Peterson, and Goodwin, the first three hitters in the lineup, came around to score in the top of the first. Thompson doesn't want to lose Kern. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got the big sweeping hook to Scott Thompson. Throws it quite often. Fastball fouled away toward the third base dugout. Thompson from the full gets a sign here from Taylor. Wheels and deals, and another foul ball, similar area. Kern on these pitches. Three-two from Thompson, went to the breaker, and that one finished high. Leadoff walk in the top of the second, drawn by Ben Kern. Good AB. Really worked the count and then didn't chase on the 3-2. So last man in the Pioneers lineup, it's Tanner Lancaster, third baseman. Got the put out of Tejada in the bottom of the first at third. First look at Lancaster. Don't remember him from the doubleheader in Boulder earlier in the summer. And I'm going to say foul tip into the mitt of Taylor for strike one. Yeah, he squared around to Lancaster. Must have got a piece of the bat and straight into the glove of Taylor. So Grays will take it. There goes the runner heading for second. And into center field, Kern will stop at second. A 1-1 on Lancaster. Didn't square around on that pitch like he did on the first one. Lancaster high in the air. Tejada moves over. He calls for it in foul ground, and he'll make the grab. Out number one here in the second. Lancaster fouls out. Nice job by Tejada finding the baseball, calling for it. So here's Eady, 1 for 1 with the single. He got jammed and beat it out. Hit to the second baseman, Verdugo. And Eady goes after the first one, fouls it back. 1 strike. And Eady out of Storm Lake, Iowa, went to Storm Lake High School there. Now goes to Buena Vista College, which is in Storm Lake, Iowa. And got the save in the opener of the doubleheader. It was Banning who ran into some big trouble in the bottom of the seventh, and then they called on Jake Eady, slammed the door shut on the Grays. Thompson with the inside move. A 1 on Eady. Here's the pitch called. Strike. Thompson well placed on the heater. Couple strikes on the shortstop. And Kern is on second with one away. That one well high from Thompson. So 1-2. A little more deliberate on the mound is Scotty Thompson. 1-2. The tag there by Edie lays off the fastball above the belt, and it's now 2-2. Verdugo, the second baseman, checking on the runner, Kern. Kern takes big secondary, takes off for third, and he'll get there without a throw. Base running there by Ben Kern. Got the big secondary lead, huge jump. And then Brennan Taylor did not attempt to throw. A full count here on Jake Edie, the shortstop. Runner on third and one out. Infield is back for the Grays. Thompson kicks and fires and winds up losing Edie as he missed high and in on the fastball. Put runners on first and third with one down. Good at bat for Jake Edie. Right now, Bryce Peterson, who was hit up high in his first at bat, came around to score the second run. And Thompson gets the call. Strike one. Good pitch there. Way ahead of Peterson at 0-2. And Grays double play depth up the middle. And Verdugo at second. Casari, the shortstop. Williams holding the runner at first. 0-2 pitch. And Thompson wanted strike three, called ball one. Of a makeup call, maybe. First pitch of the at bat on Peterson was borderline, and I think so was that one. 1-2. Curveball, that's called strike three. Edie takes off for second. Throw all the way down there, and then scoring from third is Ben Kern. So they must have called, they must have called Edie out at second for some sort of interference. So that goes as a double play. Now does the run score? Yeah, run should count to make it 4-1. I'm not sure what Edie was called out for at second. So, yeah. All right, we're back live for the bottom half of the second. I think it's still 3-1 on the score. Trying to figure out if that run counted on the double play to end the inning. So strange play. I thought Kern came around to score, as we're actively trying to figure that out. That one's lined into left from Brennan Taylor. So Taylor starts the bottom of the second with a sharp single to left. Yeah, we're looking at Game Changer here in the booth, and it still says 3-1. So as for now, that is our score. Yeah, Brogan Barr, who started in center field in game one, he'll run for the catcher. Brennan Taylor at first. Hitter is Alejandro Verdugo, second baseman. We're in number 2. And that single by Taylor was the Grays' second hit of the game. Casari singled up the middle in the bottom of the first. As Garza gets Verdugo to chase. 1 ball, 1 strike. And no outs, bottom of the second. Grays got 1 in the first. Pitch there from Garza. Working that outside corner there on Verdugo. Small lead at first for Barr. 1-2, just missed. And nice Tuesday evening. Got the MLB All-Star game going on right now as well down in Atlanta. As Garza misses badly, 3-2. Kind of tapped his chest. That one clearly got away. And a 3-2 count. And Verdugo at Trinidad State hits that one softly towards the left side. Edie charges. His throw airmails at first. So Brogan Barr is going to move up to third. Ball stayed in the field of play. So staying at first is Verdugo. Now, it was a good play by Edie to come get the baseball, but the throw sailed on him. So first 2 on for the Grays here in the second. Taylor to third, or Brogan Barr to third, excuse me. And Verdugo to first on the throwing error. Williams, high chopper towards first. Pinedo will step on the bag. Scoring from third is Barr to make it 3-2. And there's 1 out. Yeah, Pinedo, he fielded that and he had his mind made up right away. I'm just going to step on first, get the out. Still very early in the game, second inning. So outs are more important. So Liam Conklin in left field. And Garza gets the called strike 1. A bit of a crossfire from Julian Garza, and it throws across the body with a lot of whip. Only 5'8", but he can bring it. Conklin, 1 at bat in the first game, and he was hit. And the plate appearance in the bottom of the 7th, it was a great at bat, worked the count full, and then Banning hit him on a 3-2 pitch. And Conklin entered for Croson, who was thrown out. Conklin comes up empty there, a couple strikes on him. If Liam can battle down in the count 1-2. A scrappy ball player. Utility man, can play all over, and Garza will get the strikeout, not handled by Watson, but his throw in plenty of time to get Conklin at first on the drop third. A good pitch there from Julian Garza to get the strikeout. All right, it'll be up to Mignona, the leadoff man in right. And Verdugo's on second. He's got fairly good speed. A base hit from Mignona can tie up the ball game. 1-0 count. Got the big open stance, back elbow, way up high. And that's high in the air in foul territory. Pinedo going to have a play. He's had like 3 or 4 of those today that Pinedo's handled in foul territory. So Garza gets out of it. Only 1 run allowed. RBI ground out off the bat of Nick Williams scores Brogan Barth, the pinch runner. And we head to the third in a 1-run ball game. Our Davis Goodwin leads off the top of the third for the WN Pioneers. 3-4-5 scheduled to face Scott Thompson. And Goodwin takes a hack at the first pitch, fouls it back. Goodwin walked and scored back in the top of the first. And an interesting ending to the top of the second. At the interference call on Edie, who was stealing second, was the third out. Confused us in the press box, confused the fans in the bleachers, and we had to divert to game changer. So 3-2 is our score. Low and in from Thompson. 2 balls and a strike here on Goodwin. So the run from Ben Kern did not count. A 2-1 from Thompson, and that's in the dirt. Skips up there to Taylor. 3-1 count on Davis Goodwin. A talented outfielder out of UC Santa Barbara. A Rockies fan, Ryan Spilborg's on the broadcast team. He's at a UCSB. And that's up high on Davis Goodwin. So a couple walks for Goodwin. Thompson has walked 4 and he's also hit a batter. But he's limited the damage. Just the 3 runs in the top of the first. Could be a lot worse. Antoine Hit that ball past Tejada in his first at-bat. Got past Caleb Tejada at third. 2 runs came in to score. That's one where I needed the official scorekeeper. Couldn't determine if it was a hit or an error. It was a hard hit ball, but I'm sure Caleb at third will tell you I should have made the play. Ball and a strike on Antwine. Big right-handed hitter in right field. We'll have him at 6'2", 220. Fastball's high from Thompson, 2-1. So Pinedo hit cleanup in game 1. He is now in the 5 spot in game 2, waiting on deck. Antwine cleans up, slides into the cleanup spot. Taylor's throw down to second, not in time, and Goodwin has a stolen base. Head first dive, and he was a little bit slow to get up. Fixing the pants. May have got a little dirt in his mouth. Oh, 3-1 on Antwine. I think Taylor threw that one from his knees, too. Got rid of it as quick as he could. And it's a called strike 2. Antwine started towards first. Home plate umpire says, stay where you're at. 3-2. It's a high chopper that goes foul up the third base side. Coulter Junker warming for the Greeley Grays in the bullpen. Yeah, Junker number 17 getting loose. Full count here, and it's up and in on Tyler Antwine. He works the walk. Saw a lot of pitches there from Thompson. So base on balls to Goodwin, base on balls to Antwine. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Here comes Ashton Pinedo, formerly Ashton Ross. Playing first base in both games for the Pioneers. Thompson checks second, misses up and in, ball 1. And Grays will be in action bright and early tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. first pitch on a Wednesday at Ralston Valley to take on the Diamond Club Collegians. How about that, 11 a.m. on a Wednesday? And then they'll have a little break after that. Pick throw to second. Verdugo is still off the bag. So we saw the inside move earlier from Thompson. That was the wheel play. One-0 hit towards short, gloved. Flip to Verdugo. Throw into first is not in time. So just 1 out for the Grays. A good play at short there by Casari. Pretty hard hit ball off the bat of Pinedo on 1 hop. Casari fielded it. Flipped to Verdugo at second, and his throw not quite in time at first. Bang, bang. As Pinedo legs it out for the fielder's choice. So runners on first and third, got 1 out. Antwine retired. Goodwin on third. 0-1 on the lefty, Henry Douglas. 3 for 4 in the first game. He had an RBI ground out in his first at-bat today, or in game 2, I should say. One on Henry Douglas. He was peppering the opposite field in the first game too. Kept going to left, hit a couple down the line. Another one towards the opposite field. Long run here for Conkling. And can't quite get there. 2 strikes on Douglas. A 1 ball, 2 strikes. If I'm Conkling, I stop right there. Shift more towards that line. See Liam, you see I'm kind of in the very corner of our camera shot here in Greeley. 1-2 count. And Douglas takes the fastball high for ball 2. Thompson's had a number of these at-bats where he's in the count, got 2 strikes on the guy, and then winds up losing him. Got to be able to finish these batters. So 3-2. The count is full here on the left fielder. Big pitch for Thompson. Definitely doesn't want to walk another. There goes the runner for second, and it's outside on Douglas. That'll load up the bases for the Pioneers. That's been the story for Scott Thompson. Well, unfortunately, not able to finish off some of these batters. But very competitive at bats. There's Watson, base is full. Hit a line drive to Kasari at short his first time. And can't connect on the first pitch. 0-1. And all 3 runners that are on have reached via walk. And Thompson finds the zone for strike 2. Yeah, good breaking pitch right there. Kind of buckled the knees of Jake Watson. See what he comes with here on the 0-2. Base is loaded, working from the full windup. The pitch. Watson adjusts on the curveball this time, fouls it away. Right field side. And no runs across here in the third for the Pioneers, but they have them loaded with 1 out. Scotty Thompson on the mound, throwing a lot of pitches. Oh, 2 fastball rides high on Watson. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Light should be coming on here any moment at University. We're at 7:58 p.m. local time. Thompson trying to battle through and bear down, get out of this 3rd inning. The pitch, once again, Kasari gloves it and can't beat the runner Pinedo back to the bag. So 2nd out. And that's unfortunate for Watson. He's hit 2 line drives to Caleb Kasari at short. And Ben Kern at the plate. Be something if Thompson can get out of this unscathed. And Thompson right now at 72 pitches here in the top of the 3rd. And Ben Kern walked his first time. 1-0 pitch from Thompson is fouled away. A Lancaster on deck if it gets that far. Thompson wheels and fires. Gets strike 2 on Kern. Nice looking pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the righty kicks and fires. 1-2 is stopped by Tejada at third. A diving stop throw to first will take Williams off the bag. Scoring from third is Davis Goodwin. Man, great stop there by Tejada at third, and his throw a little bit up the line for Nick Williams. Came off the bag and didn't catch it either, so reaching base is Kern. Well, Thompson almost wiggled out of it unscathed, but run comes home to make it 4-2. Inside, ball 1. The bases are still loaded, 2 outs. 1-0 count on Tanner Lancaster. Popped up to Caleb Tejada at third his first time. Tejada got the pink glove in the field as well. Pink bat, pink glove. Upstairs, ball 2. Wonder if this will be it for Thompson, even if he gets out of it here. And pinch count running high. Battled walk issues so far. 2-0 to Lancaster is in there for strike 1. Pioneers being patient at the plate. And 1 across here in the top of the third for the Pioneers. They lead 4-2. Thompson kicks and fires, and another fastball is in there for strike 2. Sure, if it's close here, Lancaster will take the bat off the shoulders. Two curveballs went off the plate, and now we got a big pitch coming up, 3-2. So everybody moving. Bases are loaded. 3-2 with 2 out. Here's the pitch from Thompson. Called strike 3 on Lancaster's. He didn't swing the bat. So Pioneers get 1. They lead 4-2, and we'll head to the bottom of the third inning here in Greeley. All right, welcome back, everyone. Bottom of the third here at University High School. 2-3-4 for the Grays. Caleb Casari leads it off to face Julian Garza. Casari a single up the middle his first time. One strike pitch was fouling off the very end of the bat of Casari. Garza quickly way ahead, 0-2. Salvatore was caught looking his first time, and he's the 3-hole hitter. 1-0 from Garza is down and away, 2 balls, no strikes. Salvatore Northeast CC for his college baseball team at a Roosevelt High School here in Johnstown, just a little west of us. 3-0 count. Lights are on now here at University High School. And that's out of the zone on Salvatore. 4-pitch walk after he struck out Casari on 3 pitches, and then he walked Salvatore on 4 straight. So Salvatore on. Tejada at the dish. Salvatore on first. Like just below the knees there from Garza. Now 5 out of the zone, 5 consecutive. Lefty takes a deep breath. In there for strike 1 on Caleb Tejada. Had the RBI ground out his first time towards third base. Lancaster made the play. I'll check swing roller. And it's in the center field. Edie couldn't quite get to the bag and move into third. Now is Salvatore. Oh man, Garza got rid of it right away. Threw it right to the bag. And nobody there just yet. And excuse me, swing roller there off the bat of Tejada. Right back to Garza. Fielded it, spun it through. Now that's tough as a middle infielder. Got to get there right away. So they're on the corners for Torbicki. 1 out in the bottom of the third. And Torbicki and Zach Kostopoulos. Haven't seen Kostopoulos today, the 2 All-Stars for the Grays last week. Inside 2-0. Grays have scored 1 each inning so far. Some of the drive for Torbicki. Hits it hard towards short. Edie fields on 2 hops. Flip to second. Throw to first in time. A twin killing will end the inning for the Pioneers. They turn 2. Score remains 4-2 as we move on to the 4th inning here in Greeley. Nice turn up the middle by Edie and then Peterson. Tough break there for the Grays. Torbicki hit it well just right at Edie. Made a nice turn. Our 4th inning in just a moment. What's the Salvatore process? One of the bolder guys. Oh, maybe that's right. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. Top of the fourth inning here in Greeley. Pioneers lead the Grays 4-2. Pitching change for the Grays. Scotty Thompson, his night is over. Goes 3 innings, allows the 4 runs, and could have been worse. Give credit to Thompson, limiting the damage in some of those jams. And it's now Coulter Junker on the bump, number 17 for the Grays, a lefty. Junker will face top the order for the Pioneers. Jake Eady, Bryce Peterson, and Davis Goodwin. And the lefty Junker at Eureka College in California. He's from Wellington, Colorado. Outside on Eady, ball 1. Jake today a single and a walk. So 1 for 1. Scored the first run of the game for the Pios. Junker winds and fires and finds the zone for strike 2. Just a bit of a lower arm slot does Coulter Junker. It drops down just a tad. 1-2 count. Gets a sign from Taylor and misses in the dirt. Trouble with his landing spot there. Look like. Digging out some of the mound. 2-2 count. Or 2-1, excuse me. Off the plate for ball 3. And Eady had the nice turn with Peterson up the middle to get out of the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Junker's 3-1. That's outside, ball 4 on Eady. So he's been on all 3 times this game. Single and 2 walks. Eady aboard, no outs. Peterson to the dish. Small lead for Eady at first. There's the pitch from Junker, and he finds the strike zone. 0-1. The Pioneers got 3 in the first, 1 in the 3rd. There's the pitch from Junker. And they're slowing in 1 ball, 1 strike here on Bryce Peterson, the second baseman. Second baseman in both games today. 2 singles in the first game. 2 for 5 in the first game. 0 for 1 with the hit by pitch here in game 2. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. At 8:15 local time here at University High School in Greeley. At 20-7 is the score between the Boulder 64s and the Miracles. They're top 6 in Boulder, but yeah, 20-7. 64s have broken that one open. 16-6 was the score last night. And Pioneers and 64s doing battle for second place right now in the Front Range League. They both trail the Foxes by a couple games. 2-2 is called ball 3. Not a bad spot there from Junker. Three-two count on the 2-hole. Peterson. Junker's 3-2 is hit towards short. Kasari will get the out at second, and Verdugo will eat it there. Fielder's choice for Peterson. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. play by Casari, getting the sure out at second, and then Verdugo very likely was not going to throw out Peterson at first. So he keeps the baseball. Same situation, just one out and a different runner at first. A couple walks for Davis Goodwin today. Center fielder in both games and the 3-hole hitter. Off speed there from Junker on the black. Strike one. If Goodwin can turn it loose here, swing the bat after a couple walks in his first 2 at-bats. Junker's 0-1. Another one towards Casari. And his throw not handled there by Verdugo is a little bit wide. That's going to go into shallow right field. Stopping at third is Peterson. Goodwin holds up at first. And, man, very similar to the ball that was hit by Peterson. I think the throw from Caleb Casari out of the reach of Verdugo at second. So instead of maybe 2 outs and runner on first, it's runners on first and third with 1 out. And here's Antwine. Walked his last time. One cued off the end of the bat of Antwine, strike one. And Gray's 5-21 on the summer. Western Nebraska Pioneers 23-10 this year. Up and away on Antwine. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and third. Bryce Peterson on third. Davis Goodwin on first. Ball and a strike on Antwine, and that's ripped into left. 1 run's going to score. Goodwin's heading for third. Be close there, and he is thrown out. Trying to go first to third on the single, but Tyler Antwine knocks in Peterson to make it 5-2 on a frozen rope off the bat of Antwine. So Goodwin was stealing on the pitch. He tried to get greedy and go first to third on a single to left, and throwing him out at third was the left fielder Liam Conkling. We'll make it 2 outs, and it is Ashton Pinedo in the batter's box. 1-0 here on Pinedo, the first baseman. A good throw there by Conkling, and a nice tag by Caleb Tejada for the second out. Antwine's at first with 2 away. Well outside from Junker. 2 balls, no strikes on the first baseman. Strikeout and a fielder's choice in game 2 for Ashton Pinedo. Definitely a hard hit ball though by Antwine. Line shot into left. And Nick Williams holding the runner at first. Deegan Corrigan at first base in game 1. Williams now in game 2. There goes the runner for second. Or Brennan Taylor's throw. No one there. Gets into center field, and here goes Antwine for third. There's a throw from Torbicki. And not in time. So Antwine steals second, moves to third on the throw. And no one there at second. Just kind of skipped past the bag and snuck into center. And yeah, pitch was a ball on Ashton Pinedo, 3-0 count. (5-2) our score. Antoine driving in Bryce Peterson with the single. Looks like Pinedo was taken, and it's low and away. So he's on for the first time this game. All right, Coulter Junker will try and get Henry Douglas out and get out of this fourth inning. Taking off for second is Pinedo. Throw to short. Here comes Antoine from third. And Tyler Antoine makes it 6-2. Like a little bit of confusion for the Grays. Taylor's throw went to short. Like either cut that one off in front of the bag or try and get the guy stealing. Neither happened. 2-0 here on Douglas. Got to be careful here if you're Junker. I'm sure Douglas sitting fastball. Hello, 3-0. Junker will check Pinedo on second. 3-0 pitch is a called strike one on Henry Douglas. Douglas walked his last time. Junker looking for this very elusive third out here in the fourth. 2 runs for the Pioneers in the fourth, both with 2 outs. 3-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. Junker trying to come all the way back after falling behind 3-0. Gets a sign from Brennan Taylor, comes set. 3-2 offering, lined into left field. Pinedo is going to be sent home. Throw by Conkling is cut off there at third by Tejada. And Henry Douglas drives in the run, Ashton Pinedo. 7-2 as Douglas comes through with two strikes. And he's got that classic inside-out swing, does Douglas, and just drove that one into left center field. I think a guy like DJ LeMahieu in the major leagues, inside-out swing, goes the opposite way, plenty. Fouled out a play by Watson, strike 1. Junker still looking for the third out. Pioneers have really gotten it done with 2 away here in the fourth. Run scoring singles off the bats of Antoine and Douglas have extended this inning. A 1-1 count. Jake Watson 2 line drives at Casari at shortstop today. Second one was hit harder than the first. Junker misses 2-1. Strike 2. Watson swings through the 4-seamer there from Junker. The 2s across the board here. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 on Watson. May have been foul tipped into the mitt of Taylor. But some big 2-out hitting for the Pioneers. Extends the lead to 7-2. The Grays mounted a big comeback in game 1. See if they can cut into the teeth of this lead here in game 2. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back here for the bottom of the 4th. Thanks for being with us on the Front Range Baseball Network live on YouTube. I'm Alex Becker on our play-by-play. 4th inning here for Julian Garza. Just allowed the 2 runs, one in the first, one in the second. And so he'll face Brennan Taylor, the catcher, leading things off for the Greeley Grays. Number 9, 1 ball, no strikes on Taylor. And a nice single for Taylor in his first at-bat. And that one blooped in a shallow right. There, making the catch is Tyler Antwine, who read it well off the bat. Thought that was going to fall quicker than it did. So Taylor flies out, 1 away. Second baseman Alejandro Verdugo. Pitches in there for Garza for strike 1. And Verdugo out of Trinidad State at the very bottom of the box state. From right here in Greeley. Verdugo popped up. Antwine coming in again. He'll call off Peterson and make the catch for the second out. Good play by Tyler Antwine out there. Got a good jump on the baseball. Very vocal, communicated with Peterson. And now there's 2 away. Nick Williams will dig in with 2 gone. Now RBI ground out to Pinedo at first in his first at-bat. That one foul up the right field line off the bat of Williams. And Nick Williams, the first baseman, undecided for school this coming year. Out of Brighton, just south of here. South, maybe a little bit west. Good pitch from Julian Garza. He's ahead of Williams, 0-2. Good spot on the heater. Williams on the ground towards Peterson. Slow roller, and he'll throw out Williams for the 3rd out. So Garza gets the Grays in order. 5th inning coming up here at University High School. Tom Roque Field. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Top of the fifth inning here in game two of the doubleheader. Pioneers won game one 11-9. They were up 10-0, and the Grays almost came all the way back. They threatened in the seventh inning, but Jake Eady came on for the save and shut down the Grays to close out the game. But the Grays nearly had one of the biggest comebacks you'll see. 7-2 here in game number two. Ben Kern leads it off to face Coulter Junker. Kern and then Lancaster, and then top the order with Eady. The call, strike two. The pitch there from Junker. Kern a walk and a single today. Stays alive there. Got a piece of that one from Junker. Still 0-2. Checking on the 64s and the Miracles. 20-8. 20-8 is our score there in bottom six. They're at Scott Carpenter Park. No shortage of runs in that one. 0-2. Nice take there from Kern. Lays off. The Junker gets a sign. 1-2 on the way. Lined into right. And Mignona has to play it on a hop. Ben Kern with an opposite field single to start the fifth inning. Now Kern aboard here is Tanner Lancaster. Went down on strikes his last time. And Lancaster swings the bat, fouls it away behind the plate. Strike one. The breaking pitch there from Junker. Kern on first runs pretty well. A pretty big lead here. The lefty on the mound, throw over. And Kern just does get back in safely. That was a big lead. And Junker stepped off the back. Another big lead. 0-1. Lancaster hit well into center field. Torbicki going back. He's at the track and can't make the play. It's still in the field of play. Kern will try and score, and he will. Lancaster in the third with a triple. So it makes it 8-2 RBI triple off the bat of Lancaster to dead center field. Torbicki looked like he did all he could, but hit off his glove at the very end. We're 500 feet away from where that hit off the glove of Torbicki, but Almost had a great catch. And getting a late start, of course, at first was Kern. He had to see it hit the ground, and then he raced around the bases to score to make it 8-2. Lancaster, how about the little guy with a deep drive? Didn't know he had that kind of pop. Oh, here's Edie. Outside from Junker. A 1-1 here in the top of the fifth. 1-1 strike on Edie with nobody out. 2-1. And a couple hits to start the fifth inning against Junker. Kern with the opposite field single, and then Lancaster that deep drive to center. And driving in Kern. There's the pitch, and fouled away first base side. Watch your lips in the parking lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Edie. Single and 2 walks for the shortstop. Mr. Storm Lake, Iowa is Edie. A legend in that town. 2-2, fouled away. And Buena Vista University already got their 2026 roster out on their website. A 2-2 from Junker, swing and a miss, strike 3. And Edie whips for the first out. The first time he's been retired in game 2. Second baseman Bryce Peterson will hit. He fouls that one away. So 1 strike here on Bryce Peterson. Was hit by a pitch, then he struck out, and then he hit into a fielder's choice. Has scored 2 runs in the ballgame. Junker misses a little down. And 1 out here in the top of the fifth. 8-2 is our current score. And the Pioneers' only team that is not in Colorado here in the Front Range League. They're out of Gering, Nebraska, where the All-Star game was held last Tuesday up at Oregon Trail Park. Had the Home Run Derby on Monday. And then we got back to business on Wednesday in league action. And Pioneers will head back home tomorrow to take on the Foxes on Wednesday and Thursday. 2-2 here on Jake Edie. Or Peterson, rather. Edie struck out. 2-2, fouled away as Peterson just did get a piece. Stays alive. And just the strikeout of Edie is only out here in the top of the fifth. Lancaster at third. 2-2, broken bat. That one's towards Tejada. He'll field, throw on to first is not in time to get Peterson at first. Scoring from third is Lancaster. Now it's close at first. And Peterson just did beat the throw on the broken bat infield single. It's gonna need some new lumber. Yeah, good hustle. Makes it 9-2. Infield hit for Peterson. That's his first hit of the ball game. A Davis Goodwin will dig in. And he'll take a little bit low from Coulter Junker, ball one. One out to Goodwin, big hack, fouled away. Coulter Junker at 6', 200. Went to Poudre High School in Fort Collins. Currently at Eureka College, the Red Devils. As they're in to a conference they're in. Swing again by Goodwin, fouls it off, 2 strikes on him. Now D3 is Eureka College, where Coulter Junker's at. 1 and 2 on Goodwin. This is off the plate on the breaking pitch. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Peterson beat out the infield RBI single. He's at first. 2-2 pitch to Goodwin. 3-2. Delayed steal. Getting there safely is Peterson. Throw from Taylor got Peterson right in between the numbers on the back of the jersey. That'll sting. So Peterson in a scoring position with the steal. Three and two here on Davis Goodwin. Junker looks in, gets a sign from Taylor. There's a 3-2, and it's low, ball 4 on Davis Goodwin. And Goodwin walks for the 3rd time this ball game. So first and second, 1 out, infield fly in order, in case you're wondering. Tyler Antwine, a sharp single his last time, RBI single to left. Drove in Peterson. Pitch is high and away for ball 1. Junker trying to find the strike zone here with 1 out. 9-2, top of 5. We're going 7 innings here in both games of the doubleheader. Dancing off second is Peterson. 2-0. Junker not close on that fastball to Tyler Antwine. Something in his wheelhouse. Tyler Antwine looking for a pitch he can really hit. And that's not it. 3-0. Got Pinedo on deck. If Junker can challenge him here. 3-0. And he misses outside, ball 4 to Tyler Antwine. Second walk to Antwine. His two hitters, Goodwin and Antwine. Got to come right after Pinedo and start right down Broadway. See how far he can hit it. Called strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike here on the first baseman, Ashton Pinedo. Coulter Junker's pitch. Pinedo fouls it away. Got a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bryce Peterson waits on third, Goodwin on second, Antwine's on first. Junker fell behind 3-0, now it's 3-2. The pitch fouled away by Pinedo. He's had a lot of those today. A lot of long foul balls on the right field side from Pinedo. Looks like he's made a lot of catches in foul territory on the first base side. We'll do it again, 3-2. So the lefty sets the pitch. It's low. So Pinedo walks. Peterson scores from third. On the base on balls, it's 10-2. Junker fell behind 3-0, made a couple good pitches after that, but then on the second 3-2 pitch, missed well low on Pinedo. So 3 straight walks, and now it's Henry Douglas. Douglas, 4 hits combined in the 2 games today. He had 3 hits in the first game, 1 for 2 in the second game with a walk. Junker's 0-1 delivery, and that hits Douglas. Just did turn his body enough. And scoring from third is Goodwin, 11-2. Still 1 out here in the top of the 5th. All right, Jake Watson, 2 lineouts and a strikeout. And takes a hack there. Comes up empty, 0-1 against Junker. One out, top 5. 4 runs home in the inning for the Pioneers. That one hit hard. It's fair down the third base line. Antwine scores. Pinedo scores. Douglas to third, and he'll stop there. RBI double there for Jake Watson. First hit of the game for Jake. And that was a hard hit ball. Tejada had no chance at third, right down the line. 13-2. And I think they're going to run. Yep, they'll run for the catcher Watson at second. Brandon Jenkins, number 2, will run at second. And as they say, walks will haunt. Yeah, Douglas on third, Watson on second. Ben Kern, who started the inning with a single, has that opposite field single to right. The second at bat for Kern here in the 5th inning. And he scored on the Lancaster triple A hit off the glove of Torbicki. Sometimes you got to wear it on the mound, and Coulter Junker is just trying to battle through this 5th inning. A 1-1 count. And we are in the dog days of summer. And sometimes these days can be long. Defense seems maybe just a tad flat right now. 1-1 is hit hard into center. Torbicki makes the grab. Tagging at third is Douglas. And Henry Douglas will score on the sac fly from Ben Kern. So 14-2 as Torbicki barely had to move in center. That was well hit by Ben Kern, but good play by Torbicki. Read it well. Anyway, that's the toughest play for an outfielder, that line drive, because you just don't know how hard it's hit. So Tanner Lancaster at the plate, 2 outs. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. The pinch runner or courtesy runner, however you want to say, Brandon Jenkins is at second, running for Watson. And good pitch there from Junker. Well placed fastball has him up 0-2 on Lancaster. And 4th at bat for Lancaster. Lefty sets 0-2 pitch. Taken off for third was Jenkins. An arm warming up in the bullpen for the Pioneers. A righty again loose. Probably will throw the bottom of the 5th. Once again, Jenkins takes off for third, and Gray's not too worried about him. The pitch was high on Lancaster. 1-2. Gray's is trying to get the final out here in the 5th. Get him back in the dugout. And that's low when he gets to the backstop. Here comes Jenkins from third, and he'll score easily. 15-2. The Pioneers have broke it wide open. Long inning for the Grays. Two strikes on Lancaster, and that misses. Yeah, I think full count here. Base is clear with 2 down. And the pitch is served down the right field line and gets foul out of play. Eight runs here for the Pioneers in the 5th inning. It was 7-2, and they have really put it on the Grays. 8 runs. Just outside, and Junker walks Lancaster. So Lancaster has reached base twice here in the 5th. He's on first with 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Jake Eady at the plate. Struck out earlier in the inning. I'll tell you what, if he makes 2 outs in 1 inning, his teammates might give him a hard time. And that one fouled away. Strike 1. 0-1 is strike two on Edie. A junker ahead. No, nothing in two. Four walks and a hit batter here in the top of the fifth. 0-2 pitch to Edie. That's the pretty deep center field. Torbicki giving chase. Can he get there? Oh, on his horse. Makes a great catch. No, Peter Torbicki hauls it in for the third out. Great running grab in center to retire Edie, who gave it a ride. So home half of the fifth inning coming up. Grays will need 4 runs to keep this thing going. Can they do it? We'll find out. Top of the or bottom of the fifth coming up. Bottom of 5 here in Greeley. 9-1-2 scheduled for the Grays. Second at bat for Liam Conklin. And he will face Julian Garza, number 38, the left-hander. And Garza goes off speed. Gets Conklin to swing through it for strike one. Conklin a strikeout in his first at bat. He was hit by a pitch in his only at bat of the first game after he pinch hit when Cole Crosant was ran from the game. So 0-1 count. Garza trying to throw a CG complete game here in game two. Conklin hits it in the air towards shallow left. Shortstop Edie will run over and make a nice catch near the foul line for the first out. So Conklin pops up back to the top of the order, and Mike Mignona, third time through for the Grays. Mignona, the right fielder, 0 for 1 with a walk in this game. And Mignona at Otero JC out of Brighton. It's at Southwestern College before Otero. And breaking pitch misses high on Mignona. Went to Eagle Ridge Academy for his high school ball. Otero down there in La Junta, southeastern part of the state. 2-0 count. And Garza misses 3 balls, no strikes. They're on Mignona. Called strike one. Garza has struck out 3 in this ball game. He has walked 2 batters, walked Mignona and Salvatore. And Mignona swings through that one 3-2. See if Mike can battle here with 2 strikes. And Mignona, the right fielder, has got a cannon for an arm in right field. And outside from Garza, 1-out walk drawn by Mike Mignona. Second time he's walked this ball game. A one on, 1-out for Caleb Kasari. Kasari single up the middle, and then he went down looking. He was caught looking his last time. One of 2 strikeouts for Julian Garza. And Grays would need 4 runs to keep this going into the 6th inning. It's a 10-run rule after 5 if you're playing 7 innings, which we are because of the doubleheader. And that's in a pretty deep left field. Well hit from Kasari, and Douglas can't get there. It's going to go into left field corner. Heading for third is Mignona. And a stand-up double there for Caleb Kasari. Oh, good piece there by Caleb. Drove it down the left field line. Douglas on his horse after it, couldn't get there. And a walk and a double after the pop out. So second and third for the Grays. On a visit here from Coach Babe. We'll have Seppi Salvatore at the plate with runners on second and third, 1 down. And final score up in Boulder, that one is 20-8 between the 64s and the Miracles. Those 64s win both games of that little mini 2-game series. Salvatore, a strikeout and a walk today. One 0 on Seppi. See if Seppi can drive in a couple here. And hits that one foul up the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1. Garza sets. And that one fouled off by Salvatore. Good swing on that one. Now 1-2. A left-on-left matchup. Julian Garza, Seppi Salvatore. Lefty sets and cut on and missed. Second out here in the 5th. Salvatore goes down on strikes. I'd be up to Caleb Tejada to try and extend this game. Hit that check swing, little roller back to the mound his last time that Garza tried to get the out at second on, but no one was there. So Tejada, chance to drive in 2. 2 outs here in the 5th. Another check swing up to first, fielded, and stepping on the bag is Ashton Pinedo for the 3rd and final out. So that is going to do it. 15-2, our final score in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Big top of the 5th. 8 runs for the Pioneers. Broke the thing wide open, and then getting the final 3 outs there was Julian Garza. So Pioneers moved to 24-10 on the summer with the win. Grays at 5-22, but hey, quick turnaround for Greeley. Won't have much time to think about this one as they're in action tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. at Ralston Valley High School in Arvada to face the Diamond Club Collegians. And then as for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, they're going to be back in action tomorrow at home against the Fort Collins Foxes. 6:35 first pitch there in Gering. But first game got pretty exciting. 11-9 the final. Second game, not so much at the end. 15-2 the final score as the Pioneers will walk out of Greeley with a couple wins. And standings are going to be close. Mentioned the 64s won tonight. Foxes lost earlier in the day, so keep an eye on those standings. And a big rest of the week for the Pioneers too, as they'll face the Foxes and then the 64s back at home. All right, team shaking hands. That's about going to wrap up our coverage tonight here at University High School. Thanks for watching tonight on YouTube, Front Range Baseball Network. I'm Alex Becker calling the action, and hope to see you guys next time for more Summer League Front Range action. Rest of the week, there'll be games on every single day, so catch that on the YouTube channel. And good night here from Greeley, 15-2.